So I was having a conversation with somebody earlier about like trust and karma, how that plays in together. And I wanted to get y'all opinion on that, right? So basically, say for example, if you have a friend, right, this is somebody that you really love and care about, and this particular individual is not necessarily living on the up and up. You know what I mean? Like they do a lot of weird shit. Maybe they steal. Maybe they like are mean to their parents or something that you just don't agree with, and you know is actually really wrong, and like morally or spiritually, religiously, however you may view it. Would you trust yourself enough to differentiate your karma from theirs, if that makes sense? Like if you're hanging around somebody all the time, you may experience some of the karma that they are enduring because you're always around them. So if something happens to them physically or something like that, you might get hurt. Or if they lose something, you might wind up losing something too because you was invested in whatever they had going on. So how do you differentiate? Because that's how I believe that. I believe that everything that comes around goes around and vice versa, right? So if I'm hanging out with somebody that I know is not living right, how would I protect myself from them? How would I protect myself from their karma? Is that even possible? Or is it even worth it? You know what I mean? Or would you feel morally unobligated to be associated with that? But trust me, you are. But do you feel like you are? Do you feel like, oh, okay, well, the company I keep doesn't, affect my life? It really does. 100%. Because you're in a way condoning it. Even if, you tell this person, hey, Larry or Susie or whatever the fuck, how you living your life is terrible. You shouldn't be stealing from your mama. You shouldn't be doing A, B, and C. Do you think that that's going to change that person? Or do you think that's just enough for you to be able to not reap the karma of their actions? Because, nigga, you're complicit. You're complicit in their bullshit, right? In a sense. Or am I wrong? That's how I feel, though. And quick little update before I start, before I start singing. I'm about to sing Alicia Keys today, y'all. Me. So remember I was telling y'all about Mr. Good Dick or whatever. He's a liar. Nigga said he was gonna call me back and didn't call me back until the next day. And unfortunately, I'm not letting that fly these days. Nigga, if you say you're gonna call me back at 12:30 and call me back at 12:31, I don't want nothing to do with you ever again, because I'm just not gonna be setting the tone anymore for any type of bullshit. If this situation is not a priority to you, then I don't want nothing to do with it. So